So now we're going to look at one of the best attacks from the top side crucifix, and this is going to be Kimura attacks on the far arm. So I'm here in my side control, and I start pinning my partner's arm to the ground. So once I go into this position, I'm going to windshield wipe my feet and pass off so that I have a leg that I can use to step over my partner's head. So now I'm going to post my hand on the ground for base, and I'm going to use that hand to pull my right elbow into my hip. So it's very important that my elbow comes to the inside. So when Mike tries to pull his arm out or get an underhook, it's locked in place. Another thing I can do against a strong opponent when I need more control is try and connect my ear to his hip, and I can pinch my leg. So I have like a lot of good base from this position. So now I can enter dorsal Kimura just by posturing and firing my other arm through. Now I enter dorsal Kimura. I'm going to roll my wrists to create that extra torque, and I'm going to use thumbless grips. Right from here, I can look to do a lot of different things. I can throw my partner's hand behind the back and just finish with a pushing finish, or my preference is to start entering into classic side Kimura. So I just put the hand on the floor and then switch my hip so that my right hip is next to my partner's shoulder. Then I'm going to step over the head. So I step over the head so I can lean forward more, and also step over so his head can't rise. And now from here, I'm going to lean forward, and I'm just going to start picking my partner's elbow up off the floor. So a couple of finer details with this move. One thing I'm always trying to do when I play Kimura is I'm trying to get my partner's elbow up by his shoulder line. The more that his elbow is up by his shoulder line, the stronger the Kimura will be. Another thing, when I lock my figure four here, is I don't want to have a space in between our arms. So whenever that's happening, what I need to do is slide my elbow down to my partner's elbow. And now when I elevate my partner, I'll be elevating at the elbow and not the shoulder. I get less leverage when I elevate at the shoulder. So I sweep my elbow out and I open. Another big mistake people do here is they lean back. So when they lean back, my partner can come up, but what's even worse is I get less power when I do this. What I want to do is put all my weight on my hands and crush my partner's hand into the floor with my body weight. And then I want to bring my head almost over that hand. And then when I pull, I'm leaning more forward. I can generate more force. It's just more powerful. And I also want to think about my body going on to my partner's a diagonal line that runs from his shoulder to his hip. So if I can get onto that line, that's going to be my best alignment to finish the move. So here, I managed to get a shin pin. Now from here, I windshield wipe and switch my feet. I post, I pull, and I enter into dorsal Kimura. So from here, I want to keep that elbow glued to my chest. We can switch, and we can finish right here by bringing the hand towards the head, right? Or I can convert the position to side Kimura, and you can see how I'm leaning forward, leaning over my my partner's hand. I can step, and then I just try and bring my head towards my partner's knee. So this is going to be our Kimura attacks from top side crucifix.